In this video, we will be focusing on how to sew on a suit coat button. You will need 2 strands of thread approximately 18 inches long, a hand sewing needle, scissors, a button, and a suit jacket. So the first thing you have to do is you have to thread the needle with both strands of thread. It's easiest to do this simultaneously. Once you get them through the eye of the needle, you pull them so that they are the same length, and then you tie a knot at the end. I like to do a double knot simply by wrapping it through twice so that it's a little bit bigger and less likely to pull through the fabric. Once you have done this, go ahead and trim the tails off fairly close to the end and just give it a little tug to make sure it doesn't pull through. When you know where the button is supposed to go, place it on there with your less dominant hand, and then you want to start on the underside where you will start sewing. So you will pull it up and through, checking to make sure that the thread is flush and there's no bumps. We're going to be sewing on an X pattern, which means we're going to sew through the diagonal holes of the button. So you're going to go straight down and pull it, not completely snug, because after we finish sewing through at the end, you wrap around the button to create what's called a shank, which acts like a washer and a spacer. So to continue the pattern, we'll go on the opposite corner, checking, and on the diagonal. With double strand, you only have to sew through each side 2 to 3 times. This is the third time on this side. So once we sew through this diagonal, we're going to just go through the button and not the fabric. You're going to wrap around 3 to 4 times, maybe more if the thickness of the fabric is a little bit heavier, creating the shank underneath. You're then going to tie a knot by taking a bite out of the fabric, wrapping it around twice, and pulling it tight. By taking a bite out of the fabric, it allows the knot to be snug up against it. Then you will slip the knot between the layers of fabric, or the needle between the layers of fabric, checking underneath if the needle didn't go through, and pulling it. Because this is too short to do another button with, you just cut it next to the fabric, and you're done.